Well, a St. Louis couple is breathing new life into a neighborhood just north of Del Mar. Last year, 5 On Your Side's Travis Cummings reported on their latest rehab project. Well, they invited him back for a sneak peek inside.
There's a view that there's a negativity north of Del Mar, but there's some great housing stock over here.
This couple is knocking down that narrative one house at a time.
So you said these were two of your properties at
Yeah,
one
this
point?
was my family home.
Rodney and Juanita Norman have spent the last few years fixing up and selling houses on Maple Avenue in the West End neighborhood, including the home he grew up in.
Well, come on in.
They're nearing completion on their third rehab, turning this three-family home into a single family.
And there will be a fireplace.
Right now, homes like this one are selling for a pretty penny. The Normans hope their work is a symbol. The region's historic dividing line for race and wealth may be fading.
The first house that we sold, it sold for $270. That was in 2019. And the home, my family home, sold for $340.
Rodney says that raised some doubt on the other side of Del Mar.
How can you command that price per square foot north of Del Mar? So we have to change the perception.
Juanita helps by inspiring others to keep things looking tidy inside and outside in the neighborhood.
And what can be done to beautify their streets and make it a livable, walkable area for their families.
Investing their lives so that others might do the same.
Look at what this neighborhood has to offer, how this community is changing.
Travis Cummings, 5 On Your Side.
Well, now at 5, we are in weather alert as temperatures are lower than usual for late October. Weather First meteorologist Gary Frank now with a closer look. Gary.
Yeah, we're worried about the freeze. This is our first freeze of the year on the way. It's not going to coincide with the fact that we had this rain right now, and I want to show you just about everywhere. It's cloudy. We have more of those leaves falling off the trees, but this is how it's looked just about all day long. Current temperatures, though, holding steady. We're still above freezing. There's no stress that we're going to see those temps fall below freezing, but they're in the upper 30s. They're not far behind. Mid-30s behind it, 38 in Columbia. That's the air that's going to be here over the next couple of hours. But you can see that sharp front, and along that, we continue to have rain. The clearing is finally here. We've actually had a few flakes of snow, ice pellets in Kansas City. That's sort of headed our way to some degree, but I don't think the cold air is going to time out with the amount of moisture that we have right now. From Alton to downtown St. Louis to Arnold to O'Fallon, Missouri, and then even further south, Richwoods, DeSoto, Bonne Terre. It's raining just about everywhere. Depends on the intensity where you are, but still, as we look off to the southwest, there's more where it came from. So I don't have an end to it over the next 4 or 5 hours, but we will see them at some point come to a close. We have this wide area of rain. It'll start to break up, but I still think that we'll see periods just like this one all the way through 11 o'clock. That means the city game is going to be full of rain, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a flake mixed in or an ice pellet. That's about it, though. Just don't be surprised as that cold air eventually dries us out. As we look at that, it's raining. I do think by kickoff it's 38. Showers, windy, cold out of the northwest. It's going to be just a cold one. There's no doubt about that. But it shouldn't impact us at all. But I want to look behind that. As temperatures continue to fall past that, we'll see those temps fall overnight. I think there's enough of a dry period as we get closer to that freezing mark, among other things, and the wind is really going to dry things out. Then I think the roadways, there shouldn't really be any slick spots developing as a result on any of the bridges or overpasses. Just want to point that out. It's not something we had to think about in a while, but I think the wind's going to help dry us out. But we do have a freeze warning overnight. 10 o'clock tonight. It's the end of the growing season. You have potted plants you're still trying to hang on to. Bring them inside. Disconnect those outdoor water hoses. If you don't do that today, I'm not as concerned. I think really Tuesday and Wednesday morning as we get that hard freeze. Tonight we'll drop down to around freezing in the city. Outside of it, that's where those temps continue to fall. We have a northwest breeze as those showers end. I think by Tuesday, a hard freeze for more of us. We're all in the 20s, so if there's something out there and it kind of hung on, it's gone, it's done, and we're going to see that cold air settle in. So we do keep the alert days here for Monday. It's our first freeze, 45, 44 on Tuesday, our hard freeze, and then the freezing temperatures, no big deal. We're kind of used to that, and then we'll settle into that season, and we actually rebound. No more freezing temperatures after that as we head into the weekend.
Take note of those 20-degree temperatures. Gary, thank you.